When I first heard people talking about digital product, I'll be honest, it sounded like something too simple. Creating a workbook, creating a template, uploading a PDF, and make some money. I'm thinking, wow, that's what social media made it look like. But after creating my own digital product, I quickly realized that is very different because the hardest part is not about creating the actual product. The hardest part is understanding what people really need. And that's exactly what I'm going to talk about today and what I've learned, what surprised me, the mistakes I made, and what I wish someone told me about, you know, creating digital product before I started. So if you're here for the first time and you see this pretty face, my name is Jane, and I spent 21 years working as a nurse before transitioning to business analysis. And I help people, professionals like yourself and non-professionals, to build multiple streams of income using the skills that they've already developed in the career that they're in. And one of those income stream is digital products, such as creating their own ebook, workbook, career transition resources, templates, guides, mini courses. Now, I'm still learning and I'm still building and I'm still improving, but I've already learned some lessons that I think that can save people a lot of time and frustration, right? And the reason why I started learning digital product, the idea wasn't really about just to create income. For me, it started by started when people start asking me questions about my career transition. Questions like, Jane, how did you leave nursing? How did you become a business analyst? What should I put on my CV? Because I was doing a lot of people's CVs at that time as well. I was doing CV consultation, if you didn't know. How did I, know which career that is right for me? So I was doing consultations, which I still do to today. I found myself answering the same question over and over again. So eventually I thought, what if I create a resource that would help people even if when I'm not available? So obviously you put it there, right? And people can purchase it and derive the value that they want, right? So it's not just a business idea, but as a solution to a problem. And that's one of the biggest lessons I've learned. Digital products work best when you can solve a real problem people have, not just it's just not like something you're thinking people are going to need when there's no demand or need for it, right? So what social media does tell you is social media often will make it look like digital product is easy. You create it, you upload it, it makes sales, but that's really just only part of the story, right? The real challenge is understanding your audience, because creating a product is easy. I can create I can create an ebook in a day. Yeah. Creating a product that people actually want is much harder because you have to do your research. You have to understand your audience. I also learned that, your first product probably won't be perfect because I'm that kind of person that wants my, ebook cover to be perfect. And believe me, that would take your time. Nothing has to be perfect. And that's really okay. Yeah. Most people never start because they are trying to make everything perfect. I had to learn that progress is better than perfection, right? Because you improve through feedback, because people will say something, oh, could have done this way. So I always ask for feedback from every single person that I've spoken to, maybe all my mentees. People I've written CVs for, I want them to tell me, so what can I do to improve my service, right? So as you do that, you find out that you improve through experience, you improve by doing and not by waiting, right? So just remember to do that. So this is not going to be a long video. So I'm just going to go ahead and share with you 5 things I've learned about digital products. The first lesson is that your knowledge has value. One of the biggest surprises for me was realizing that things that I consider as normal were, actually valuable to other people. The things that I've learned through my career, the mistakes I've made, the systems that I've developed, the lessons that I've learned, someone else have not actually experienced it. Like sharing this here today, right? You're finding it very valuable. Another person will think, oh, wow, never thought about that in that way, right? So just bear in mind that you have something to offer. Your knowledge is very valuable to somebody else, right? The second lesson is that people pay for solutions. Yeah. People don't just pay for PDFs because they want to buy your ebook, or they don't just want to buy your workbook. People want to buy solution. I have a problem. Okay, Jane, I want to transition. You've talked about this transition right now. How do I do that? And they'll pay for my clarity sessions, right? For 1 hour, we sit down and we will dissect your current situation. We would then come up with a plan that will suit your. It's more personalized, so it's not a generic thing, right? So people are buying clarity, people are buying solutions, people are buying confidence that you're able to exude, right? People are buying a shortcut. The product is a vehicle that gets them to where they want to get to. It's just now you saying, I want to learn how to bake, right? And you then get maybe you buy an ebook on how to bake a sponge cake, right? You're not just buying the ebook because it's a solution. You want to learn something. And that way you purchase that ebook and it teaches you how to do what? To bake. Simple as. For instance, you're saying, okay, Jane, I've seen your AI videos that you create. I want to do that. So they are going to come, they're buying a solution that I'm going to provide for them. They're going to learn something. So it's not just really about the ebook. It's not just really about the course, but they're buying a solution that will help them to get to their destination or get to their goals, right? The third lesson I learned about creating a digital um, product is simple usually wins. I used to think everything has to be complicated, and very, very well detailed. Now I realize the opposite is often true. The simplest, solution that you provide is more, likely that people are going to use it. If it's very complex and people don't really understand, it's too wordy. And also the way you section it is not easy for them to, kind of skim through it. Sometimes people don't want to read, they just want to skim through it. If you're not able to provide such thing, people are just going to be, they look at it and think, it's a waste of money. Because simply they can actually go to what's it called, Chat GPT, and go and get the information, right? But you are putting your experience, right? So just bear that in mind when you are creating your own digital product. The fourth lesson is, you learn by creating. This YouTube video that I'm making today right now, right? I didn't learn it by thinking and keep thinking, oh, I'm going to do it. I had to actually put my phone here and start recording. And the more I record, the more I get comfortable with cameras. I'm talking to somebody, the more I'm thinking, okay, you know what? When it comes to editing, you can tell if you look at my first video and look at my video today, there's quite huge improvement, right? I feel more relaxed. I'm talking about a subject matter that I'm very, I'm very knowledgeable about, so I can speak about it for hours. I learn more, for me about publishing my first product, right? Your first product, my ebook that I published, right? I learned some of the things that I think, okay, maybe I can do something better, right? Right. So I did that, you know, when I was researching I was there spending hours, but I realized that no, sometimes action is the best teacher. Do something about it. If you're going to start a YouTube channel, just start recording. Every single day you get better. Every single week you get better. Every single month you get better. Every single year you get better. Practice makes perfect, period. Right? So the fifth lesson that I learned is a long-term game, digital product and a magic solution. They are an asset. It's there forever when you create them. Yes, you can actually revamp it if you want. An asset takes time to build. The goal isn't an overnight success. It's not going to happen like that. The goal is creating something that can continue to help people even when you're not here. And after you've created them, right? So that is the idea. Just remember that it's not just throwing, things together. That's not, because a lot of people are doing that now. You're thinking, I can't even assimilate this information, right? You can see that sometimes some of the digital ebooks that you get, it's like it's not well thought through in terms of information overload and people actually sharing their own personal experience. They just put things that they together and it's just not readable. You can't skim through it on, to gain value. So remember that. So why you say, why does digital product appeal to me? One of the things that I love about digital products is that it allows you to leverage your knowledge, right? Like for instance, for years as a nurse, I help people one person at a time. As a business analyst, I help organizations solve problems, right? Now, digital products allow me to package my knowledge and help people at scale. It's very scalable, and that is what's exciting. My job is limited to what I can do, but with digital product, you can reach people far and wide wherever they are, because it means your experience doesn't have to stay inside your head. You can share it with the world. That's the gift that we have, isn't it? It can become something that will benefit other people. Like I'm speaking to you right now, and potentially create, another source of income. It could just be another, stream of income, like we talked about, right? So, and you say, so, what is what I'm for me right now? If you're asking that question, Jane, but how can I start? Just hang in there. Don't worry, I'll come to that. Yeah. But for me, what I'm working at the moment as part of my journey towards multiple streams of income, I'm continuing to develop career resources, and you're going to find that in the in the description sections. I'm creating templates. If you're looking for CV templates, if you don't want someone to review your CV and you're thinking, I just need a template for a BA role or a nursing role, a healthcare support worker role, I've got all that on the, on the link. So go and have a look at it, right? I've got guides, and I also have free stuff there as well for those who want to transition. I've got few free resources there. So grab that as well. That would be really helpful for those who are just starting off. I've generated that for people so that you don't have to, if you haven't, if you're not sure about where to begin, those resources will be really, really helpful for you. That could be a starting point as well before you get in contact with me. So, and there are digital income resources as well that I've created. Courses one-on-one that I can teach you if you're interested in e-commerce, drop shipping. So right now, I trade on eBay. I don't have any stock in my house. I don't owe any, but guess what? I do that and I teach that both manually and automated ones. So if you're interested, hit me, right? When I mean hit me, like hit the like, hit the click the link and get in contact with me. So I do teach people that. So I've taught a lot of people, right? And so I will continue to share what works here and what doesn't work and what I've learned, because it's a journey. And I've honestly, I've earned, which is good. And I'm very grateful for all the things, the knowledge that I have, things that I've learned over the years. I'm able now to share that with the wider society. And just remember that I am here if you need support. And I've created so many, opportunities for you to learn. So you can't say, Jane, I don't know which one, for me to get my hands on. You can contact me and we can have a conversation and find out, what works best with your full-time work. What time can you spare? Do you need to retrain? Do you need to learn a skill or two to be able to leverage on your existing skills and the one that you're going to learn to start something? So it's always important for you to have a different stream of income so that you're not completely fully reliant on just one income, so that what happened to me will not happen to you in terms of layoff, because that's what prompted me to start thinking, okay, if you can be laid off and you have to go and start looking for another job, what can you be doing whilst you're looking for another job? So you're not panicking. Yeah. So if you found this video useful, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye for now.